The story of Abraham, often referred to as the father of faith, is central to several religious traditions, including Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. There's Shurn 1. God's Call. Abraham's faith journey begins in Genesis 12, when God calls him to leave his home in Ur of the Chaldeans. God promises to make Abraham into a great nation and bless him. This call is significant because it requires Abraham to leave everything familiar and embark on a journey into the unknown. His willingness to obey God's command exemplifies his faith. Shurn 2. The Covenant. In Genesis 15, God establishes a covenant with Abraham, promising him countless descendants, even though he and his wife Sarah are elderly and childless. This covenant is reinforced in Genesis 17, where God changes Abram's name to Abraham, meaning father of many, and gives him the sign of circumcision as a mark of their covenant. Abraham's belief in God's promises, despite the odds, is a profound testament to his faith. Shurn 3. The birth of Isaac. Abraham and Sarah eventually have a son, Isaac, when they are quite old, fulfilling God's promise. This miraculous birth is a key moment that highlights Abraham's faith. Despite their doubts and the initial disbelief of Sarah, Abraham remained steadfast in his belief that God would provide. Shurn 4. The test of faith. One of the most profound tests of Abraham's faith occurs in Genesis 22, when God asks him to sacrifice his son Isaac. This command presents a moral and emotional dilemma for Abraham, yet he prepares to obey without hesitation. As he is about to sacrifice Isaac, God intervenes, providing a ram as a substitute. This story illustrates the depth of Abraham's faith and trust in God, as well as God's provision and grace. Legacy of faith. Abraham's life and faith are foundational for the Abrahamic religions. He is revered not just as a patriarch, but also as a model of faithfulness and obedience to God. In the New Testament, Abraham is referenced multiple times as an example of faith, particularly in Romans 4, where the Apostle Paul talks about faith being credited as righteousness. Lessons from Abraham's faith. Trust in God. Abraham's journey teaches believers to trust God, even when circumstances seem impossible. Obedience. True faith often requires action and obedience, even in challenging situations. Hope. Abraham's faith embodies hope. He believed in God's promises despite delays and hardships. Covenant relationship. Abraham's story emphasizes the significance of the covenant relationship between God and individuals that continues through faith. Abraham's journey exemplifies a profound faith that resonates across generations, providing inspiration for millions who seek to trust and follow God.